Okay, what's slightly funny about this Drowsy Dragon's quest I'm about to do for level 63 Dragoon is when I clicked on the quest, underneath the story quest bar, and I went to teleport to the closest teleport. It was 1,200 and something gil, which is the highest amount I've ever seen. Luckily, I still smartly have Gridania as my free telepoint, so I can go there anytime. And it made it, free teleport to Gridania, and then only 289 gil to teleport here. So keep that in mind when you're still doing. I'm sad that they didn't like port these quests to the new land, so that, but they're trying to get money out of the economy. Whatever. Drowsy dragons. Ah, mercy, just the woman I wish to see. This is Alberic. We've talked to him quite a bit. We finished examining the Dravanian legends known to us but a short while ago. However, the priest bade me make it clear to you that these kind of legends are oft told in increasingly colorful ways as the years go on. Quite common it is for a mere scalekin or puck to, with the keeper's help, transform into a fearsome dragon. I suppose it should come as little surprise. Legends gain fame by capturing the imagination of the masses. It would not do for an unadorned winged lizard to be the protagonist. Unadorned winged lizard. But let us put the issue of authenticity to one side for a moment. I have summarized the first tale, which seems most relevant on this piece of parchment. Pray put it to use in your search. Oh, and lastly, tell Hustian that she is ever in my thoughts. Mine too, but although I often forget, so. I'm gonna go with Tail Feather of the two eye. Tail Feather or Onyx Shrine, they both cost the same amount, but I think Tail Feather puts me closer. I can't fly, right? Yeah, I can't how have I not found all of the freaking Aether Currents in this freaking zone, bud? Is there one over in the northeast that I've never explored and got? Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go there. Let's go to there. See if there's an obvious Aether Current which will solve this non-fly crisis. Not a big deal. I'm just really curious because they're all pretty much supposed to come, as far as I could tell, fairly naturally with storyline progression. And that's it. Just storyline progression as far as I know. The occasional quest that you'll get with the plus sign next to it. But I don't see any more of those on this map. So I don't fucking know what's going on. Where's my flying? Where is it? ¿Dónde está mi habilidad to fly? There's a cave here. A cave tunnel that leads to kind of a ruined. Ooh, have I been here before? Like this temple where like the door is tilted. It feels familiar. There's another giant possible door that I can't get into. Alright, cool, fine, dead end. That's fine with me. As long as it is explored now. That's what I mean to do. That's what I meant to do. There's a ridge here, a cliff that I don't see any signs of an Aether Current on top of it. But if I can get up, no, I can't do it that way. Okay, fuck. Well, I'd have to go. Pardon me, obviously, for this grand fucking detour. I'm just annoyed. I don't know how I couldn't have found all the Aether Currents. Because again, in a lot of other zones, you get them all via just following the story, and where the story takes you, you'll find the Aether Currents along those paths. And then, obviously, the occasional side quest with the plus on it that gives you the Aether Currents, but whatever. What evskis? Oh my god, I can't even jump that? That's not that high. Come on, Chocobo. Work on your vertical, bud. Just kidding. You're fine, Pegasus. I love you. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Alright, so we've been to this Mare's Oath place before. Okay, Houston and the little Ornkai Wyvern. Is there an Aether Current in here? Can't even open it? I can't open this. Okay, whatever. What's up, Houston? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Fighting the bloodlust or whatever. Would that parchment happen to be for mine eyes? Dravanian legend. Ah yes, I would never forget Sir Alberic's exquisite handwriting. This information shall be of great use, I am sure. Let us see. It seems he thinks we ought to commence our search with the slumbering worm of Girabania. This is my first time seeing these patterns that men use. Fascinating indeed that you can share information in such a manner, says Ornkai. Dravanian history is chronicled not with letters, but through song. These verses have taught me much about Faunem, F-A-U-N-E-H-M, Faunem, my father's consort. Faunem, you say? Well, knowing her name can only aid the search. Mercy, pray accompany Ornkai to the ruins of the first Ralgr temple in the fringes. Sir Alberic states that this is where the origins of the slumbering worm lie. The journey ahead is long, and it will benefit us not to delay our departure any longer. Whistle for me when you have reached our destination. I shall come to your side. Bye, Ornkai. Looks like a small version of a Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not gonna lie. Kinda cool. That it's... Anyway. No. Let's do... I think Gridania, honestly, past a certain point, Gridania, even if it's not your actual home nation, is the best freaking telepoint. Because you can always fly to the other three nations if you want to for cheap as heck. And then teleport from there, but it's like really close to lots. To lots of places. Yeah, it reduced this by 460. So Castrum Oriens. I mean, you do get to Castrum Oriens from Gridania, so it even makes further sense in my opinion. What's this? Serpent Marshal Brookstone. Ooh, an Aether Current quest. Okay, cool. I have to remember that's there. Ooh, can I do... Okay, fuck it. We're gonna do one of those quest videos, I'm sorry. The Hidden Truth. Yeah, come on. Alright. Sorry. Not sorry. Ah, Lieutenant Valkyr, a moment if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castrum Oriens for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize it is your wont to attend to matters both great and small in all concerns of the realm, though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Twin Adder and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus I would ask for your aid in a reconnaissance mission here in the fringes. Pray speak with Lieutenant Molko when you are ready to receive a briefing. She will be overseeing the operation. Sure. Certainly. Where are you? Hey, Tala Molko. Me coat lady. Cutscene, fade to black. Really, like fucking charcoal skin. That's weird. With red hair. Do my eyes deceive me? It can't be. But it is. Mercy Valkyr, the Griffin's Bane herself. You kind of modestly, yeah. Yes, the great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Baelsar's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. I can think of no other title that so aptly befits your prowess. Sorry. A pity no one else seems to think so. But enough of that. What brings the illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castrum Oriens? You let her know. Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested you assist in my investigation? This is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Oh, goodness me, where are my manners? Tala Molko, military records officer, at your service. I cannot offer much in the way of combat, but if you should have any inquiries regarding historical matters, you need only ask. Now then, let me appraise you of our current situation. Shortly after taking control of Castrum Oriens, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans, prisoner records dating back to the beginning of Alamigo's occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed, as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was a number of prisoners listed simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment, or even escaped, but we could find no other documents to suggest what became of them. Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them. Not just for our own records, mind you, but their loved ones as well. They deserve the peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Would that this were a recent incident, though. It will be no easy task ascertaining their whereabouts after 20 years, but I believe I know where we might begin our investigation. The Ananta have called these lands home long before even the Alamegans came to settle here, and as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something of what happened all those years ago. She walks off. Cutscene goes black. That's apparently it. Oh, nope. We gotta go talk to somebody else here. Okay. Are they in this building? They're in this building, aren't they? Or behind it? No, behind it. Okay. Ananta Battle Maid, which is one of the, I call them the Serpent Ladies. Sorry. Alamegan prisoners captured 20 years ago. Yes, I remember. When the Garleans gained their foothold here, they interned any and everyone, Striders, Ananta, it mattered not. Most were forced to serve in the Garlean military, dispatched to other lands from which they were never to return. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained were taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I fear the worst for them. A settlement to the south? Why, that would have to be Bittermill. I recall records of its residents seeking asylum in Gridania when the Garleans first arrived. The place was all but razed to the ground. Let's begin our search there. Perhaps something of value still remains in the rubble. Okay. Quest in a quest in a quest in a quest. Okay. It's all good. I don't mind, and I hope you don't either. As shown previously, those Aether Currents are important to me. I do have one of those, like, tuning fork things, don't I? So I could, in theory, use it. I've never... I can't say never. I don't remember using it, or how well it works, or how it works. God, these grizzly bears are fucking amazingly gigantic. I want one. Can I have one? As a pet? As a buddy? My trinket? CR1 reference. Yo yo. Excuse me, sorry. Alright. We've gone southeast to Bittermill. And we are looking for... Well, okay, we gotta go with this building then, probably. Right? Oh, there we go. Talamolko is here with some Imperial assholes ready to fight. She's down. What? What are Garleans doing here? They cannot be allowed to leave. Get them! Hey guys. AOE on your butt. Alright. We'll speak with the last one. Ooh-ah! And he runs. The last of the three runs off. Talamolko, we aid her. Cutscene. Goodness, that's smarts. Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training, though no amount of training would have made me a match for the renowned Griffin's Bane. That was a magnificent display. Garlean soldiers were certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. I managed to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. Still, I find this quite curious. By all rights, the Garleans should be too busy contending with the resistance to waste time in a place like this. What were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we are to make any sense of any of this, we must search this place from top to bottom, after my heart returns to my chest. She, does this, deep breathing exercises. It's kind of funny, actually. The hidden truth is now complete. It probably will prompt another quest, but we'll see. It does. But this one does not have... Okay. It doesn't have any rewards, per se. Fuck it. Let's do it. It has a plus sign on it. Drawing a blank. Hold on. It's got a plus. I'm just curious what the plus ends up meaning. Sorry to keep you waiting. I fear the battlefield is no place for a bookworm. If the gods are kind, we'll encounter no further distractions. Now, let's begin our search. We'd like to cover more ground if we split up. Hopefully there is still some trace of the prisoners left here. Alright. You want me to find traces. Alright. A great use of my skills for show. It has a plus on it, or else I wouldn't be doing it. Oh. Could have started to the left, but I went right first. Locked door. The cloying stench of rotting debris fills your nostrils. You're unable to discern where the odor is coming from. Okay. Footprints. A longer inspection time this time, which, they're footprints, that makes sense. Upon closer inspection of the ground, you see footprints. Some of them appear to be fresh. Are they my compatriots? Up this kind of ramp to another door, deserted house. Interacting. This house is much too clean to have been abandoned for 20 years. It doesn't look like it, but okay. Fine, I guess. I'm back to where we were speaking with Minoko or whatever fucking name was. Destination. Cutscene. She come back. With a Elven man. Ah, mercy, thank goodness. I found someone while inspecting the houses. He seems unwell. Unwell? Unwell? No, definitely not. Certainly not. Yes, we're quite fine. But what of you? A little girl, dressed in strange clothes. Quite strange. Quite strange. What? You have some nerve. Regardless of how I look, I am a ranking officer of the Order of the Twin Adder. Thank you very much. Now who are you, and what business do you have here? Who? Yes, who? An excellent question. You are you, but who are we? Yes, we would like to know very much. Very much. You don't remember? Well, is there anything you can remember? Remember! Yes, something about this place. Something familiar. Quite familiar. He looks up. Mercy, this is only a hunch, mind you, but I suspect he is not from this place. Considering he's Elizan, he's likely a Gridanian escaped from the Garleans. Or perhaps... could he be one of the missing prisoners? It would certainly explain the Garlean soldiers from before. We need to take him back for questioning. Okay. Excuse me, sir, but would you be willing to come back with us? At the very least, it would be more comfortable than these dilapidated houses. We may be able to help you recover your memory. Memories. Sweet memories. Yes, we would like them very much. Very much. Alright then, let's return to Castrum Oriens. My brow-beating commander will likely wish to meet you. I suppose it can't be helped. And he follows as she walks off. I'm just gonna fucking hunter kill, yeah. Do it. Because this has gone on longer than I anticipated. I got sidetracked. As one does sometimes. Okay. Serpent Marshal Brookstone is talking to Talamolko. Possibly one of the missing prisoners, you say. I expected such wild claims from Lieutenant Mulco, but if you would corroborate her report, perhaps this warrants investigation. Until further notice, he shall stay under the protection of the Eorzean Alliance. Sir, with all due respect, you cannot just... Lieutenant Mulco, get this man a hot meal and a warm bed. When he's had a bit of rest, see what he knows of Bittermill and the Garleans. It should not be long before we reach a resolution to all of this. You're free to wait here until she finishes questioning our new detainee. I'm good. Drawing a blank is complete. We will see if... Oh god, it does. Seeking answers. Fuck it. Let's keep going. I don't care. Seeking answers is another plus quest with no reward that I seem to care about, but it's a plus quest, gosh darn it, so let's go. I imagine Lieutenant Mulco has finished questioning the detainee by now. Go and see what, if anything, she's learned. Sure, bud. Mulco. Oh, mercy! I've just finished with questioning. Unfortunately, he can recall absolutely nothing of his past. The only thing he's certain of is that he escaped from Garlean captivity. I'm beginning to believe he really is one of the missing prisoners. But where does Bittermill fit into all of this? I fear we've reached an impasse. It's not as if we can ask the Garleans what they were doing there. Or perhaps we can. The soldier who escaped us earlier must know something to have been prowling about the area. He has to be taken into custody. Come, Mercy, we must speak with Serpent Marshal Brookstone about assembling a search party. No stone can be left unturned. Okay. I regret. I don't regret, but I like regret. Whatever. Is what it is. You wish to capture the soldier you encountered at Bittermill? Well, you should know I've already dispatched a reconnaissance team. After reading Lieutenant Mulco's report, I thought it prudent he be apprehended immediately. However, therein lies the rub. We lack the manpower to sufficiently survey the area. In fact, I was just deliberating over who I should call back to make a sweep of Owen's stash. There's no need for that, sir. Mercy and I will go. I realize I'm not the ideal scout to assist in this, but we have to find them. She runs off. He has nothing left to say to me, apparently, so... Huzzah! Onward and huzzah, and whatever, and stuff. It's fine, I'm fine. This video will just be long. Luckily it's FF14 and not Dying Light 2, where the videos are so long to upload. Ooh, there's a big old tree dude here. A Leshy, which is probably going to attack me. Talamulco? Yep. There we go. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, I just figured out why Dragoons often are floor tanks, because you can kind of get surprised, damn, by an AoE that, yeah, Talamulco. On your guard, Mercy, I have a bad feeling about this place. We are walking into a cave called Owen's Stash. I'm gonna mount up, because why not? Wounded Imperial is on a mat, like a rug on the ground with some crates and barrels on one corner and some crates and barrels and stuff on another mat. Another corner is a campfire with like one of those like a pot kind of hanging over it. We found him, Mercy. We really found him. What are you? Ugh. These wounds, if he's not treated soon, he won't be telling anyone anything. He's like to bleed out if left unattended. Go and tell Serpent Marshal Brookstone we found him, and he needs medical assistance before he can be moved. Okay. I'll just fucking teleport. 100 gil, whatever, doesn't matter. I got 1.9 million, whatever. Oh me, oh my. Spread your love and fly, oh me, oh my. Serpent Marshal Brookstone. My men have searched high and low, yet there is no sign of this runaway soldier. You explain what's going on? You found him at Owen's stash? Say no more. Attention, this is Brookstone speaking. The subject has been found at Owen's stash. I repeat, the subject has been found at Owen's stash. He's severely wounded and in need of medical attention. Yeah, talking hard. Excellent work. Perhaps now we can finally get to the bottom of all this Bittermill business. No, there's another one. For fuck's sake, buds. The honest truth. I hate my life. I don't. It's fun. Fine. By all rights, my men should be back by now. Go and see if you can find Lieutenant Mulko. I want to know what those Garlean dogs were up to. Oh, she's back here now, apparently. Fine. Cool. Fine. Cool, fine. Cool. Talamulko. Ah, mercy. I'm happy to report we managed to bring him back safely and not a minute too soon. I plan to speak with him shortly after returning, but the healers won't permit anyone to see him until he's settled and the bleeding stopped. I imagine we won't have to wait very long. Click this destination and wait. Oh, that's not that long. It's like 10 seconds. Cutscene. The Imperial soldier is escorted by one of the Serpent Guards. It seems he's finally fit to speak. I don't expect you to be grateful, but I'd like to remind you, you likely wouldn't be standing here if we hadn't found you in that cave. Now start talking. What were you doing out there at Bittermill? We were looking for someone, an escapee from one of our facilities. He'd lost his memory and was otherwise mentally unstable, so we knew he couldn't have gone far. I believe the man you're speaking of is already in our custody. We found him seeking shelter in Bittermill. He claims you captured him, though he cannot recall where. So he returned to Bittermill after all. I guess the past came back to haunt him, even if he can't remember it. Listen, my superiors are not like to show you any leniency. If you tell me everything you know, I will do all within my power to see your life is spared. Do we have a deal? He turns to her. Miss, I may be dressed in their uniform, but you'd be mistaken to believe I owe the Garleans any allegiance. I will gladly tell you. 20 years ago, a group of prisoners was relocated to Bittermill to assist in the Garleans' more unorthodox experiments. They wanted to create a new chemical weapon. Oh, fuck. One that would leave buildings untouched while killing any and everyone it came into contact with. Black Rose, I believe it was called. That's horrible. Their intention was to drive back Eorzean forces without wasting any of their own on the front lines. Of course, they wouldn't know if it really worked without willing volunteers. What better place than a village long since abandoned by its people? Not a single prisoner survived, their tests proving a resounding success. It was only a matter of time before Black Rose would be deployed, or so they thought. Fades to black for a second. We see Gaius Van Belsar. To the surprise of many, the project was shut down before Black Rose could ever be used. The order came from the legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and interim leader of the Alamegan province, Gaius Van Belsar. The Black Wolf would not allow the senseless murdering of Eorzea's people. He saw them as future subjects of the Empire to be ruled, not savages to be slaughtered. Everything was to be destroyed, but the man behind the project would not see his work wasted, and ran off with the last remaining samples of Black Rose. So fucking chemical warfare is on the table. That's great. He was promptly apprehended, but he had already hidden away his work. They used every heinous tool at their disposal to make him talk, yet he would not, or rather, could not, tell them where he hid it. The doctor had already gone mad and couldn't remember a thing. I can only assume one of his experiments went wrong and ruined his mind in the process. Then, that means the man we found earlier? Aye, that's him. Grillairs. Grillermus. Fuck. Former head of research for the 14th Imperial Legion. Interesting. I can't believe that incoherent mess of a man was a scientist in service to the Garleans. I think we've heard enough. Thank you for cooperation. Thank you for your cooperation. Blah, blah, blah. Words. Piecing them together. Forming them in sentences. What do you think, Mercy? Part of me wants to believe it isn't true, but I see no reason why he would lie to us. There has to be some way to substantiate his story, she thinks, a bit. If the entirety of Bittermill was used for their experiments, it'd be no easy feat to do away with the evidence of such a massive operation. No, there would have to be some lingering traces of their work, and if they couldn't dispose of it, their only option would be to bury it. Mercy, we have to go back to Bittermill. Sure. Certainly. Let us do that. This video is gonna be long. I'm so sorry. Oh, I've already said that. Apologies mean nothing at this point because balls. This started out as a Dragoon level 63 quest video. Hey. Square Enix, you put these things in front of me, knowing I would bite on them. Just kidding, whatever. Okay, back in Bittermill, Talamolco. Alright, let's split up. There has to be something here, and I'm not leaving until we find it. Cool. More finding things. So fun. I'm running around the back of this house, building thingy-mahoosit. I'm not joining your fate, no matter how much you try to coerce me. Go away. I'm not attacking you. I'm not joining. Go away. I see Talamolco there, but that isn't where I need to go apparently. Let's not that way either. The fate is called yes, comma, this is dogs. What the fuck? Well, fucking name. That's a fucking that's a weird name. I like it. It's cute. It's weird as heck. Found some barren soil around this building that was weirdly clean for the abandoned bitter mill, whatever. Oh, nothing buried here, really? After that long fucking... Oh, God. I hate you so much. And by you, I mean game. I hate you, game. I hate you, game, that I also much enjoy. I hate love you. Love hate you. I wouldn't keep playing it and making videos of it if I didn't like it. It may just be the nostalgia from like Final Fantasy XI that makes me keep playing this, but at the same time, maybe not. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting to levels where I don't doubt what the man said, but the thought of all these people dying on this very ground is revolting. A part of me hopes we don't find anything. Okay, let's check this fucking soil one more time. It's a long interaction, sure, whatever. And I didn't need to talk to her. It just, she was there, and nothing came of this. Fucking, okay, shit. There's nothing. There's no other, like, there's no other waiting points. There's nothing else to indicate that anything is anywhere around here. It's just... whatever, skimmer. Fuck yourself. Yeah, I know there's a fate nearby. They've already tried to attack me once. I have to go around them. It's quite annoying. Oh. Mossling. Okay, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here. I feel like I've gone every... Oh, Baron, okay. Oh, it's because I ran past it the other direction. Okay, so by this big tree, which I ran past literally when I started... Your digging reveals a small metal container, though you probably shouldn't touch it. Lieutenant Mulco will want to know what you found. Okay. I know where she is. We'll go to her. We'll go around these frickin' Canis Perditos. They don't look like dogs. They kind of sort of have the body of a dog, but they're like some spiky blue and yeah. Anyway. You found something? A metal container? Could it be the missing sample of Black Rose? So he was telling the truth after all. There's no time to be sentimental nor hasty. Any mishaps in handling that container could prove disastrous. Let's report back to Servant Marshal Brookstone. For 100 gil, fuck yes, let's do it. Cutscene, talking to the Brookstone boy. Oh, he's an eye patch. Lieutenant Mulco reporting, sir. We've discovered the identity of the man we thought to be one of the missing prisoners. He is Guillermus. I'm fucking whatever. Former chief of research for the 14th Imperial Legion, who oversaw the manufacturing of a chemical weapon known as Black Rose. I'm gonna call him Grill. I don't fucking care. After a thorough survey of Bittermill, we've discovered that what we believe to be a sample of this weapon. We'd like to request assistance in retrieving it. Attention, this is Brookstone. A container we believe to contain a Garlean chemical weapon has been discovered at Bittermill. I need you to get out there and retrieve it immediately. As for the missing prisoners, they were used as test subjects for Black Rose. There were no survivors. She hangs her head for a second. Sir, I don't believe we should allow the risk of such a weapon falling into the wrong hands. I agree, Lieutenant. After the weapon has been safely moved to a secure location, rest assured we will see to its disposal. As for Grill, his fate resides with the Council. Considering the weight of his crimes, his punishment will be quite severe. I almost pity the man, but memories or no, his crimes cannot be excused. Lieutenant Mulco, Lieutenant Valkyr, you've done well today, and I'm sure you're both quite tired. Go and rest. You've earned it. Actually, I think I'll be heading back to Redania to write up a report. The events of Bittermill need to be recorded, that we might prevent such atrocities from happening again. I wish I could accompany you a while longer, but I'm sure the Great Griffin's bane is needed elsewhere. Thank you again for all your help. I look forward to adding your feats of daring to our record someday. Okay. We got White Mage or Red Mage 255 ring. I don't think I need it on either, but we'll find out. 270 ring on White Mage, both are good. Yeah, so I'll get the crit. That's fucking fine. I'll take the crit materia. 3 plus 6 materia for crit. And for frick's sake, we are done with those distractions. I thought I had Ralger's Reach as a... Oh, did the fucking crystal get destroyed? That's why I can't just teleport there? That'd be interesting. I would get it as a story point, as a keeping things rail, you know, keeping a rail. Well, a little weird, I suppose, but I didn't think they could be destroyed. I mean, they're crystals, so I'm sure they probably can, but. So we ride. We ride and ride and ride. Good idea to keep on the lookout for Aether Currents, because apparently they can just exist fucking anywhere. It's a big ass goddamn alligator or crocodile. I have no idea. Or dinosaur. Fuck, I don't know. Wait, why does this look like it's blocked? God damn it. Fucking annoying. Wait, that looks blocked too. What's happening here? Hold on. Oh my god. I have to find some like tricky way up, do I? Oh, go away, gigantic fucking dinosaur alligator bullshit. No, seriously, you're super scary. I don't want to play with you. I would like you as a pet, though. God, you are so... If I ever saw one of these in the, like in the real world, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably die. Okay, cool, fine. So I'm skirting these rocky, like, cliff, like you can go no further kind of bullshit. Right, I can't, like, jump this, can I? No, cool. Can't fly yet, so I'm forced to go around. That's... This was not this hard the first time. Did I just take a wrong path? Oh! That's right, we were led on the path the last time. So since things have changed, I guess it makes sense that... Whatever. We finally made it. There's a, like, temple here. Stone, like, you know, man-worked stone temple. We interact with the destination here. Cutscene. It would seem man is capable of using lots of styles in creating buildings. I had been expecting something similar to those found in the churning mists. Let us venture inside and see if Phanim cannot be found, says Ornkai. The flapping wyvern. Mercy! He says from not far into the building, into the temple. There's a giant stone, like, golem thing. Looks really cool. Your help, if you please. It seems to be a sentry. Kind of has like a one of those like Anubis kind of wolf heads with like the mouth has this yellow orb inside of it, as if maybe to see or to power it or whatever. But let's go, bud. Cool looking. I wish. Yeah. Already at 55%. Crit coming, and heal as well. 15%, and down. Ornkai is flapping. We talk to him. Cutscene again. I had been admiring the craftsmanship of man when it suddenly moved towards me, though I struggle to believe that this is what the legends refer to as the slumbering worm. Yeah, no, it's a golem. Oh, there's a man here, Eric. Researching the slumbering worm, are we? It is always nice to see others take up an interest in history, even if it is entirely shallow. Well, wait, you know the slumbering worm? We have journeyed here for the very purpose of meeting that dragon. You Dravanians could do with studying up on your history. The time when one could meet the worm has long since passed. Eric kind of reminds me of those people from that the Allagans, like that ancient civilization that was also very technologically advanced. He reminds me of that. The high priest Heimart, also known as the Slumbering Worm, departed this world over 300 years ago. The Slumbering Worm was a mere man? But of course, why would you think otherwise? Heimart was a monk renowned for his mastery of meditation, though, when necessary, he was quite capable of harnessing his worm-like strength to trounce his foes. He earned the Slumbering Worm alias after 100 men, however, fell asleep, Okay, cool. I guess we don't get to really learn things. He's just gonna babble on. And well, it seems we must begin our search anew. I worried I too may become a slumbering worm should I listen to this tiring man any longer. Let us pay a visit to Sir Alberic instead. Anyone Hustian holds in such high regard can surely aid our hunt. Excuse me, sorry. You wave goodbye to this still babbling on man. And we leave him, still babbling, but he notices no one is here any longer, finally, I guess. Looks shocked for a second, shakes his head, and turns back to where he came from and walks off. Alright, Alberic, how much does it cost to get to you? 431? Fuck it, sure. It's like 140 more than going to Gridania first. It doesn't save like a lot of time to pay that extra money. It really doesn't, but whatever. Thank you, if you've made it this far, for bearing with all of these fucking quests. I am so sorry. But the plus quests, honestly, if they don't give a benefit that you can see in the quest description as a reward, they're still interesting to do, in my opinion. Good morning, Mercy. Our friend here has informed me as to the truth behind the legend. My apologies for not looking deeper into the story before bringing it to your attention. Your next destination lies in the Far East. Tell me, Mercy, have you set foot in the region before? A port city called Kugane sounds positively fascinating. I imagine 'twould be a fine place to begin looking into this next legend. Regrettably, I should not think Orn Kai will be able to accompany you on this journey. But how do you expect to find Fanum without a dragon in tow? Your plight is well understood, Orn Kai. It is truly a shame your wings do not match your ambition. Though, mayhap I have not fully considered all options available to us. We do owe you a great debt for all you have done for Hustian. Allow me some time, and I shall see to it you are able to follow Mercy to the Far East. You have my thanks, Sir Alberic. I wish I could set off this very moment. Perhaps a spot of hunting would be enough to calm me down. Pray, call me when preparations are complete. At the very least, we now know that Hustian will not have wanted for company since leaving Ishgard. Sadly, I may struggle to secure passage to the east in quite as timely a manner as he would like. Pray keep your lance arm honed. There is no knowing just what you shall face in Othard. Drowsy Dragons is finally complete. There is no further, what's the word I'm looking for? No more rewards, no abilities that I didn't already get when I turned 63. Blah blah. Okay, I will see you guys next time. I might take a break for a bit. I don't fucking know. We'll see you. Bye bye.